welcome back. Thanks for tuning in. I'm excited. I got two of my really good friends here in real estate. Remember, my background is in real estate. If you're a regular listener, you probably know this by now, but let me go ahead and list off my resume real quick. Founded the Real Estate Radio Network. Image News nominated me for most influential in real estate, and a big passion of mine with this show, even when the market crashed till now, is to just build the housing market one house at a time. And to be honest with you, despite all my accolades, I am not even the smartest guy in this particular studio. I bring people that can bring real life, in the trenches information to help you really understand what's going on, especially when we look at inventory and stats and where things are going. I mean, if you go to Yahoo Finance today, you're going to see one article that says there's a real estate bubble, and you're going to see another one that says prices are going to go up 20%. So it's really confusing. There's not a better resource than the real professionals, and not just anyone who has a license, but no, guys like Glen Henderson and gals like Shannon Keatley with the Alliance Group. Always great to have them in here. Welcome back to the show.
Good to see you,
Thanks
Craig.
for having us.
It's been too long.
Yes, it's been a while.
Anything different about the studio that you might have noticed that you're sitting in?
Some really comfy chairs.
You want to go take a little rocket ship up to Mars with me?
This thing is amazing. I heard you talking about it about a week and a half ago about the new chairs in the studio, and I couldn't wait. And I came in here, it surprised me.
It's exciting.
It's awesome.
The only problem with it is I don't think our audience gives a rip.
No.
They could care less. And I've brought it up many times. I've told Steve Kane to take pictures of it, so at least it goes on the blog. No one listens to me. No one does anything for me. But we'll do that. So let's talk about the real estate market. San Diego, always love what's going on in real estate here. Fast moving. So you guys brought in some really cool numbers from Pulseonomics. Is that right?
Yeah, Pulseonomics.
Before we get into the actual raw data, which I'd love to give this out to anyone who wants the raw data on San Diego, what's the vibe of the market right now? It's November 12th, 2013. People, they read this stuff, they hear it from realtors, but no, I mean, you guys know what is really happening. You have hundreds of clients, you're well known in San Diego. What are people saying?
You know, the market's good. Of course, it's slowed down a little bit because we're into November and it's the holidays, which typically it always slows a little bit. But the good thing is we're seeing a lot of buyers in the market, and we had seen a little slowdown when we had the government shutdown, when interest rates made that big jump. I think everyone got a little bit scared.
So the government shutdown, you actually did see something happen?
I think it was that and the jump in interest rates kind of just froze people. We're seeing a lot of buyers back in the market. We're starting to see multiple offers on the properties again. We're getting a lot of action as soon as the property goes onto the market.
Because that stopped. The multiple offers really stopped.
It slowed down, and it's starting to come back a little bit again. So it's interesting to see how it stopped so quickly, but it started to pick back up. And I really think it was just had to do with the shutdown and then the spike and just kind of that uncertainty that it created in the market.
What typically happens during holiday season, Shannon? What happens with buyers and sellers? What do they do?
Traditionally in San Diego, and it happens each and every year, is that the market does tend to slow down. But what we're telling all of our sellers right now who come to us is that now is a perfect time to sell a property because the buyers out there are very earnest buyers and really serious buyers that are really out there looking for the properties. In the same respect, the same with buyers out there, where any buyers that are really serious about looking during the holidays, they're losing their competition because everybody else is thinking, oh, you know what, I'll wait until the end.
It's kind of like less is more.
Absolutely.
It's quality versus quantity. You have less buyers, but more serious buyers, so you can get down to business and not deal with maybe some of the fluff that's in there in the rest of the year.
Absolutely. Or the people that aren't real serious or trying to lowball an offer or something like that.
Well, I'll tell you what I want people to do that have a home, that own real estate. What a great time right now to understand the value of your property. It doesn't mean you have to go sell the home, but if you want to know the value of your home, you hear me talk about this all the time. It's Glen and Shannon who do the research, see what your property value is so you don't have to go spend $500 on an appraisal. So if you want to save $500, but you also want to learn the value of your home, your biggest investment, all you have to do is text over your zip code, and they'll do this for you for free. What a cool thing to do. End of the year, good thing to share with your spouse and just get a good feel for where you sit in your marketplace specific to your zip code. Get a lot of great information, a lot of raw data there. If you text your zip code to 619-846-9333, 619-846-9333. Text the word value or your zip code, and we'll get that out to you. All right, so now let's get into some of this raw data. You sent this over to me this morning, Glenn. I'm not going to try and read it. You just tell me what we're looking at.
So basically with this report, what they do is they take a survey of 108 economists, real estate experts, investment, and market strategists. And basically, they take the survey, compile the results from 108 of the leading professionals across the nation, and just get an average of what they expect the market to do over the next few years with it.
Who are 108?
108.
And who are the people?
So you have economists, leading economists, real estate experts, investment, and market strategists.
I saw an article from Lawrence Yun, who's a leading economist in real estate, this morning, and he's suggesting that we should definitely expect to see more appreciation next year.
Yep.
But go ahead.
So with this survey, through the 108, basically what they came up with is over 2014, they're expecting a 4.3% gain. The annual average appreciation over the next 5 years to be 4.2% per year with it. And then the cumulative by 2018 to be 28%.
Wow. Now, we obviously can't guarantee that, but that'd be great.
Absolutely.
4% is great.
And these statistics are well in line with what, it might even be a little bit conservative even. They're well in line with what the average appreciation rate is in the country.
Okay.
Throughout the year. Usually it's about a 4 to 5%.
Okay, so you have this report. You're actually holding it. Now, you emailed it to me as well earlier today. I'm sure many people would like to get their hands on that and just kind of see what these economists suggest here. And you have the actual chart for some of the numbers. But it looks like from what you sent over me earlier, there's a lot of other reports. There's a housing indices report. There's an individual panelist expectations, so like a summary table, a press release, a special report. And if you scroll down, what's your opinion regarding the appropriate degree of government involvement in the conforming mortgage market once reforms are implemented? Now, that's pretty interesting as well. There's 89 that got surveyed on that. So can you just generate all of this and just send it out?
Absolutely.
So one big fat housing report that'll let you know what these smart people think.
Anybody who loves to drill down in the numbers or really see what the market is going to look like, it's kind of our forecast, our crystal ball, if you will, of what the market could be in the next 4 to 5 years is amazing. And this information is just, you need to get it.
Yeah, if you want to leave a voicemail or you want to text the word report, I will make sure that Glenn and Shannon get this out to you. Just text word report, 619-846-9333, 619-846-9333. Now, you guys just got back from Florida. You're all fired up getting back from Florida. I know that you guys have some new things going on, holiday season, maybe into 2014. Glenn, you started to tell me a little bit about it. I know you guys are going to be on the American Dream this Saturday at 9 a.m., and we're going to be discussing this stuff as well, what you're doing for San Diegans here. What do you guys have on the horizon?
Yeah, a lot of exciting things. But one thing that we've recently launched is a program that we're working together with sellers on. Is that basically what it is we're guaranteeing 120 days we'll have your home sold at a price acceptable to you, or we'll buy it in cash.
So you have to sell their house at the price acceptable to them, or you're paying money for it.
Absolutely.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Doesn't that get expensive?
See, and that's the thing is we hold ourselves accountable that what we say we're going to be able to do, we help you set the market price, that we're going to be able to get that sold for you. And basically, we stand behind what we do, where a lot of agents will come out, they'll overprice a property, tell you they're going to be able to do all these great and fantastic
okay, so it
things.
makes sense. So they'll come up and they'll be like, your house, we'll sell it for $1 million. They secure the listing, but really it's a $900,000 house. And then you end up letting your house go stale on the MLS and probably hurt your cause more and help it. So what you're saying is you're going to find a realistic number that's relatively aggressive. If you can't bring the buyers to the table,
that the seller agrees to.
Seller's got to agree to it. You will buy their house cash.
Correct.
Exactly.
And what it is, like Glenn said, is it's just us giving a guarantee of our results and how confident we are in our skills to be able to sell that house at a realistic price that you will accept.
Well, I can guarantee it. And the reason I can say that is I've known these two for years. I've seen different transactions they've been involved in. I've seen transactions that other realtors have been involved with. Or Shannon has come in just like a hero, like an angel flying into the deal. I'm not kidding. You know what deal I'm talking about, don't you? Earlier this year.
I don't know if I was an angel or a hero. It's just getting everybody kind of in a room and making
You
it
were
work.
like, calm down, people. Have some composure. Shannon's very soft-spoken, comes off well. So, no, I think that's cool. I think people should learn more about it, learn more about you.
And we have a report, if anybody wanted to text in, that we can provide, that it basically goes kind of through the details of that program and goes a little further in depth with it.
Well, let's change the text verbiage because earlier we said report. So why don't we just say info, because this is a promotion you guys are doing. I don't think you could do this all year long, or I don't think you could. I don't know. You tell me. But if you do info, text that over as well. We'll also get the report for selling your home at top dollar. They'll buy your house in cash. They also have all of these articles about these 108 economists that were surveyed. Anything in parting, guys?
No, I mean, just basically anybody that's interested or has questions, just reach out. And we're always here, whether, big or small questions, anything that's real estate related, we're always happy to take the time to take the listeners' questions and calls and go through their and answer everything.
Your office is in Mission Valley.
Yep.
You guys have a team covers all of San Diego.
Mm-hmm. We have a second office
what a resource.
up in Orange or Carlsbad that's opening now, so we're spreading out throughout the county.
What a resource.
And anybody that has questions, like you said, Craig, with any of this, I'm getting so many calls from sellers right now planning what my next move is going to be and thinking, okay, if we put our house in the market in the fall, and we're getting a game plan together for them and saying, okay, these are the steps now that we need to take and to ensure a quick sale, a good sale, an equitable sale.
And even if you're not selling and you just want to learn the value of your home or, what some of the trends are going to be, or you're just curious, or maybe some home improvements you might be able to do to build sweat equity.
Yep.
What a great resource to have. Then two agents that are top producers here in San Diego. Glen's written a book, created a DVD. I mean, you guys do so much. You're going to be on The American Dream this Saturday at 9 a.m. Looking forward to that. Website anyone can go to for you?
Best one would just be our alliancegroupre.com.
Alliancegroupre.com. Alliancegroupre.com. If you want to call, leave a voicemail as well. 619-846-9333. Great show. Thank you, Glen and Shannon, always for coming in here. Thank you, Paul. Thank you, KCBQ listeners. We'll be back again tomorrow, 6 p.m., 1170 a.m. KCBQ. Have a good one.
Sewing.